So many people fear success, so let me tell you how to beat that. Look, a while ago, I was talking with a friend. I was telling this person, look, I find myself self-sabotaging so much. Every time I win, I get lazy and I get too comfortable. And then I fail to achieve my goals, and then I'm sad that I didn't achieve my goals. Now, this person told me the following thing. Look, Jose, winning and being somewhat successful is new to you. So success seems to be your discomfort zone. You were used to being broke, anxious, sad, and it looks like you seem to be seeking this inner drive that you used to have back when you were starving for money, back when you were starving for any kind of success. So when you find yourself without that anxiety and that sadness and that inner haste of getting things done, you get comfortable to go back to that state of hurry. When this person told me this, my mind just blew in a million pieces. I cannot believe how precise that observation seemed to be. And after a while of internalizing, I realized that it was real. I was self-sabotaging to go back to that hurry I used to experience and that sensation of I have to make money. After I discovered this inner workings of my mind, I decided not to get comfortable no matter what happens. No matter what happens, I will move forward. And I found that after doing that, my anxiety levels have been steady. Stress have been easier to manage. And most importantly, I'm able to sleep like a baby every night. Now, how did I achieve this current state that I have right now? A state of ease, or a state of, oh, at last I'm at peace. I don't have to go back to that time where I was broke and I don't need that fake motivation of being broke. Here's what I did. 1. Trust in the past. Look, when you achieve something and you're giving a reward for that, trust in that. Maybe you don't trust your own judgment, but trust the judgment of the people who gave you that award, that achievement, who praised you. If you see that many of your friends, your relationships, your acquaintances begin to praise you and tell you, hey dude, you're doing a great job, fantastic. Take note of that. That means that what you have done previously actually works. Trust their assessment and trust your past achievements. A second thing you could do is trust the system. And when I'm talking about system, I'm talking about your habits, your rituals, and your daily actions. See, all of these actions that you take on a daily basis were the ones who brought you here to the place you are, a place where you are succeeding. So why not trust that process even more? It took you to where you are, right? Now, if you're in a spot that you are not sensing that success, it might be time to reassess your system and your habits and your rituals and the things that you do every day. But if you're in a point where succeeding is just like a headache and you don't feel you deserve it, remember, focus on your past achievements, focus and obsess over the systems. And the third thing, don't get comfortable. When you start succeeding and you feel that inner desire to get comfortable, screw that. Forget about it, because if you decide to get comfortable, you will start missing out on the big opportunities and the momentum that you have created thanks to the success that you have been experiencing. Also, if you get comfortable, you get lazy. And when you get lazy, well, you start failing your goals like I did in the past. I have one silly tactic that has worked extremely well for me to, overcome the desire to get comfortable. And I call this the scorched earth tactic. And it's very simple. One day in the month, triple down on the things that you're doing. If you are a writer, for example, and you write, 3,000 words every day, triple that amount. Write 10,000 words, 9,000 words. If you are an athlete and you're lagging on your running time, run for twice the time. If you go to the gym habitually and it only takes you 30 minutes to exercise, make it a 60-minute exercise. Go scorched earth, go crazy one day of the month where you challenge yourself to do 2 or 3 times what you're used to. and check out how you feel throughout that process, and also document it. Write down how you feel and how it makes you feel. And at the end of the day, when you're in bed, reassess what you did and find yourself rejoicing in that you won the day by doing 2, 3, 4 times what you're used to. So in conclusion, it's not that you fear success. It could actually be that you are just comfortable with that previous state of not succeeding. And your inner workings, your inner mind, your subconscious just wants to take you to that state where is, unfortunately, potentially your comfort zone. So it's your job to rewire that brain of yours, your thoughts, your inner workings, the way you think, by repeating yourself that you are actually worthy of your success, that everything you've done in the past has brought you to where you are. And whenever you're feeling that you're going back to that state of desperation and that state of laziness and that state of comfort, use the scorched earth tactic and just double, triple, quadruple down on the actions that you do. And finally, hit the like button. It will help me so much with the YouTube algorithm to reach out other people who are struggling with this inner conflict of not knowing that they deserve to be successful. My name is Jose Rosado, and thank you so much for watching this video.